All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We're going to go ahead and start on our day 4 of our text features. So let's go ahead and get moving. All right. So we've talked about heading before, and we know that the heading of this particular section is all about frogs, what we have circled in red. So headings just help us separate different topics within our reading. But now we have subheadings too. So what is a subheading? Well, a subheading indicates that a new, specific section is being introduced. The subheading is just one section that addresses the topic introduced in the heading. So subheadings get more specific and they're under your actual heading, all right? So under this particular heading, all about frogs, we have 2 subheadings. We have adaptability and we have response to environment. And that means everything that's under that subheading is only going to be about adaptability. And everything that's under this subheading is only going to be response to environment. So subheadings just help us organize our information, organize our reading, and get more specific about what each section is. So how can you tell the difference? Well, the heading introduces a more general topic, such as all about frogs, right? Frogs is a pretty broad subject, while the subheading introduces more specific topics that's related to your heading, right? So that's related to that general topic. So it's all about frogs, right? But then our subheadings still about frogs, but more specific on one key detail or one type of thing, or one, it just gets a little more specific. So I know before we talked about this paper or this chapter of the book saying all about frogs, all about dolphins, all about dogs, all about cats, right? Those are all of our headings. And then under each one, we might have adaptability, response to environment as subheadings. We could have habitat as a subheading, diet as a subheading. We can just break it down, and under all of those subheadings, we'll be putting more information specifically about that topic that subheading introduces. And the next one is a hyperlink. Hyperlinks should be very familiar to you by now. So these are just a digital link that takes you to another location, such as a website. It's what we have underlined in blue here. So those are called hyperlinks. The next one is a closeup. A closeup is an image of something that is viewed at a very close range. So it allows the reader to see the intricate details of an object. You get real up close and personal. You get zoomed in, and we'll be able to see something maybe we didn't see just in the general picture. So down here we have this blue frog. We have this circle here that lets us know this is the part that we're zooming in on. And now we can see that section even better, right? It's zoomed in, it's close up. Now we have cutaways, so don't get your close-up and your cutaway confused. A cutaway is an image that shows the reader the inside of something. So instead of zooming in, now you're actually looking inside an object. It often appears that a portion of the object has been removed or cut out to allow the reader to view the inside of the object. So here we have the underside of a frog, but then we actually cut away that bottom piece so we can see inside. So we can see the heart and the lungs and just how the frog's body functions. Now, it doesn't just have to be animals. We can do this with all sorts of different objects. You can do it with the human anatomy. You can do it with a truck, or again, this will probably be found in different manuals that you'll have if you're going to maybe put something together, like an instruction manual. Sometimes they'll do stuff like this too. So now the last one we have is charts and graphs. You, again, are probably at least a little familiar with this from math. Charts and graphs are graphical representations of data. So this data is represented by bars, lines, or slices. So really, this just lets us see data, or lets us see the numbers in a visual aspect. So here we're talking about the national frog extinction threat. And we know the light green is the extinction, blue is near threat, insufficient data is yellow, and no threat is this dark green. Well, we can just read this and we can see maybe in the actual paragraph it talks that over 50% is no threat. But it's nice for it's nice for us to be able to compare these numbers side by side in this graph. Sometimes it just lets us get a better idea of the numbers that we're working with and how they actually compare with each other. All right, so now that we've finished up day 4, I have a little project for you all to complete. So for this project, you will either need an actual poster or a digital poster, whichever one you prefer. You will be finding 8 text features. We've done quite a few this week or this past week. You can choose any of those. It has to be one that we talked about. You're going to choose 8 of those text features. Then you're going to go out and you're going to find a picture of it. You can find it on the internet. You can take a picture of it in a book you have at home or in the library, just as long as you can get a photo of it, either a screenshot or actually taking a photo of it. Put it onto that poster or that digital poster. You will need to label each of your text features. So if you put a graph like we have here, but then you don't label it, all I see is a circle with colors in it, that won't work and you'll have to fix it. So make sure you label it, put the picture of it. After you have your 8, you're going to send it to me, and you will need to send this in by Thursday of this week. All right, so if you have any questions, you can always hop on the Google Meet, or you can send us an email. All right, well, good luck, everyone.